It's like impossible.
Scratch your head, you just couldn't do it.
It's impossible.
Folks, it's right there. That is the last one. We'll let you know when they're all sold out. We are very, very, very busy. So the story of the night is this. At midnight, we're gonna launch a Today Special that in Jay's own words, 5 years in the making.
5 years.
Amber is very passionate about it, and you're gonna see why he's taking a lot of time on it. Turquoise, amber, I can say no more at this stage, but to build us up to that midnight launch, we're gonna showcase some of Jay's biggest items, favorite items at the lowest prices they've ever been. Jay, let's talk about this, which in its own right has been a monster size success for you.
This, you know, and this just has so much going for it, but what it really says, it shows the art, wearable art. These are all handcrafted. I can't speak to this enough, okay? This is how the silver starts out on this, okay? This is silver sheet. This is what makes us different than anybody that I'm aware of, except from one other person that's on HSN, which is Chaco. They make jewelry the same way we do. This is the only way you can make these types of styles. So what has this got going on for it? They're all handcrafted, but they're handcrafted out of sterling sheet. The big thing that sets us apart, this is all done by hand by silversmiths. Wow. If you cast jewelry, if you stamp jewelry, you don't need silversmiths. You need people that can kind of like put things together or whatever, assemble, right? But this is a skilled artist that does this, okay? This is done from sheet silver from scratch. All the materials here. Okay, so what do you have? Okay, so you're not buying just one look. You have this Australian pink opal, just so you know. Nobody has that. We're showing the turquoise in, and also the micro opal inlay. These have so much going on for it. Okay, so just even like when you got the pink opal, all you do is take it off, spin this around, okay, which you'll have to do that.
There it is, spinning around.
I can't walk and chew gum. Okay, and so you just pop this around, okay, and here you have another precious opal. This is micro opal inlay. We developed this. This material, I go to Australia all the time. I have my Australian pilot's license, okay? I used to spend a lot of time in Australia. I went and saw in October of last year, I went around and saw a lot of my friends in Australia, a lot of my mining friends. We still get a lot of opal out of Australia. I have more precious opal than they have. The miners that I saw, they said seriously, they were literally seriously trying to get me to sell them rough back. No. Okay, they used to provide 95% of all the precious opal in the world.
Wow.
Less than 5% is coming out of Australia anymore, and it's just they don't have it. They're not getting it. They're not finding it. It's just pretty much dead. It's all gone to Ethiopia now. That's where all the precious opal is primarily coming out of. So you've got two unique materials. Like I said, the pink opal from Australia is a total exclusive for us. Nobody else has that. Then, or, ta-da, you could get it in all precious micro opal inlay, or if you want to spin this around, this was a world launch. This is Santa Rita turquoise. It's an American turquoise. There was 1,860 pounds of this, mine.
Wow.
Okay, we got it all. Okay, so we've got a little tad left that we can still doing, but this took up the major portion of what we had for Santa Rita. So this is an American icon. I mean, it's an American turquoise, which is really, really rare right now. You only really have one commercially active turquoise mine left in the United States. When I first started doing this, you know, I've been on air for 21 years. Yeah, I started when I was 2. So, my wife, who's British also, so I get the humor. She says you still act like you're 2. So, you know,
there's nothing wrong with that.
They're very sarcastic. I won't get into the Brits. I can tell you a lot of stories. We'd tie the whole show up. Okay.
You're the only one that understands me, Jay. That's all I'm bringing with you.
That's true. You know, I am fluent in the Queen's English, so I'm bilingual, folks. So if you need me to interpret, I'm here for it.
English, Australian, you got it.
Australian, I'm good too. So this is really amazing. Here again, unique, handcrafted. I can't tell you how unique and how different these are. And what's really amazing, we just have a few left on this, but what I think the most incredible thing, when I was in Tucson this year, I can't tell you the number of people that actually found me and came up to me and saw and they said, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here. And guess what? We're wearing this. Now, they weren't walking around hoping that they could find me.
Right.
It's a total total accident, but that's how much they loved it. And they just went on and on and on about how many compliments they get, how versatile it is, the craftsmanship, the uniqueness of it. And this really is wearable art, okay? But it's also wearable art, biggest bang for the buck. I can't believe this price. And here again, we're down to the dregs here, down to the last of the last.
I mean, to say this was a big hit for Jeremy, this was huge.
It was huge, probably one of the hugest cuffs we've ever done.
So successful. All you're gonna choose is the micro opal with the turquoise or micro opal with the pink opal. So the pink opal is on the right and the micro opal is on the left. So call in and ask. I mean, we're at 190.